Do you think we're ever gonna get the Promised Neverland in her, like, I keep saying back ordered, yeah, and I keep getting people coming in asking for the Promised Neverland, and I keep telling them we'll have them soon, and I don't know what to tell them now because it's constantly being back ordered. Okay. Well, how about you call and then I'll email just so that like they have a confirmation that we did both and that they need to. Okay, let me get one. Just give 1 second. Oh my gosh, I am so sorry. Give me 1 second. I'm just finishing this email real quick with my company, and then I'll be right with you. Okay. Okay, I'm so sorry. Thank you. Promising customers new How can I help you? I am so sorry. Yeah, what's up? Well, hi, I should probably introduce myself. Welcome to the manga store. My name's Shay. How can I help you? Okay. 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 Okay, period. Okay. So, you're not really sure what you're into just yet, but you want to start getting into manga. Okay. Well, I will let you know, as somebody that does watch anime and read manga, I do enjoy reading manga so much more than the anime. The anime does depict a lot of movement and it captures the actual, like, book, but the book is where the show originated from, so it's a lot like more of like a creativity dependent like activity. Like I just enjoy reading them more. But I will say, if you are a visual learner type of person, I would probably recommend watching the show before you read the manga. I know some people like watching the whole show before they even touch the books, but I like touching the books just a little bit before I watch the show, just because I like to I kind of like to imagine the characters myself, you know? Am I talking too much? Let me know if I'm talking too much. I will just shut up, okay? Okay. But yeah, I can help you find your manga. So I have a bunch. If you want, I can go through like my favorites, and the books that I read, and maybe we can kind of piggyback off of that and build a little sum, you know? Is that cool? All right, great. So I do, let's see, I have some down here, I have some up here, let's see. So, okay, are you into sports, or no? Are you a sports type of person? Because I will tell you, I am not a sports type of girl, but I did really like this manga, and it made me like this certain sport. So, you're open to it? Alright, perfect. So, this is Haikyuu. The two main characters are Hinata and Kageyama, and basically, these two, this one doesn't know shit about volleyball. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's too short. Everybody else has been on the team forever and has been playing volleyball forever, but this one doesn't know. Oh, ouch, that kind of hurt me. Anyways, and with the days like that go over time into time, you basically like start to see how Hinata and Kageyama, even though Kageyama hates Hinata, they actually work really good together, and so does the whole the whole team. It's when I'm like, I feel like the way that I am describing it, I'm not the best at describing it, but it's a really good show. I think you would probably like the show more than the book, just because I actually like watching them play volleyball, so that's why I liked watching the anime. Basically, I'll read the back to you just so that you can get a little bit more of a better depth, and I'm not just talking out of my, okay. So it says, ever since he saw the legendary player known as the Little Giant compete at the National Volleyball Finals, Shoyo Hinata has been aiming to be the best volleyball player ever. Who says you need to be tall to play volleyball when you can jump higher than anyone else? After losing his first and last volleyball match against Tobio Kageyama, the king of the court, Shoyo Hinata swears to become his rival after graduating middle school. But what happens when the guy he wants to defeat ends up being his teammate? So I'm sensing we're not really messing with this one, so I can put this one aside for you and not we won't talk about it. Okay. Alright. Okay, so I don't have any other recommendations for sports anime like that. I think there's one about basketball. I think it's Kuko's basketball or something like that, or Kiriko. I can't remember. I watched 1 or 2 episodes. Please don't judge me. I just never got around to that. Didn't really think I would like it. But okay. So are you into battling? You know what I'm talking about? Defeating and stuff. Are you into that? Because I do have 4 different types that are like that, and we can look through those. Okay, so let's see. I have this. Let me see if I can put these down. Get these 2. Oh, I actually have 5. I'm lying. I actually have 5. Okay. I'll put them in the order of what I recommend the most. Okay, so we have One Punch Man, we have Twin Star Exorcists, Demon Slayer, Jujutsu Kaisen, and Dr. Stone. Do you know anything about any of these? And would you like to know anything about any of these? You want to know a little bit more about One Punch Man and Twin Star? Yes, I love talking about these 2. Okay, perfect. So, which one do you want to know about first? Doesn't matter? Okay. So, Twin Star Exorcist, this guy's name is, I am going to butcher it because I am not Japanese or Asian, but Rokuro? I'm Puerto Rican, so that's just how it's gonna roll off my mouth. But this guy and this girl, her name is Benio. Basically, this one is cursed in a way and can fight demons. And one day he is walking and she kind of just falls out the sky and she falls into a lake or some sort of water, and he finds her and he's like, what the hell, this random ass girl just fell from the sky, who is she? And he takes her in, and all of a sudden she takes her to his, I mean, oh my god, English, she takes him to her world full of like demons and stuff, and the people, the bad spirits and stuff, and they start fighting them off, and then they are destined to get married, and it's really good. You see them like fight together, which I really like. I love like boy and girl duos like this. This one, everything says there's a certain price, but today we're having a deal, so every single book, like every book in the store, is 50% off of what the book actually says it is. So if it's 10, it would only be 5. And then if you see any and I forget to tell you the price, just ask and I will tell you. But this one's pretty short. They're standard book size. I right now in stock behind, like under me, I have 2, 3, and 4. But if you like them and you know that you want anything beyond 4, I can always order that and have it shipped in. We just don't like to order so many books that people are not gonna buy, because we've had overstocking issues, and it's bad. So were you thinking yes, no, maybe so? Yeah? Okay, period. Okay. So let me get you a little bag so I can just put this in there. And I'll start ringing you up. So let me just Twin Store Extras. Go in there, $9. Now it's 5. Okay, change. Alright. Okay, I just changed it to $5 for you. And One Punch Man is one of my ultimate favorites. I love One Punch Man. If you don't know anything about One Punch Man, this is Saitama, and he is a bald guy that one day he just can just fight. One day he could just punch with his hands so far that he could kill somebody. He could kill somebody with one punch. There is a I don't know if you know, but there is a common debate on if either Goku from Dragon Ball Z or if Saitama from One Punch Man would kill each other, because Goku is like the most all-powerful mighty and Saitama is the most strongest almighty. Like, do you know what I'm trying to say here? It did, like, One Punch Man is really popular, so like if you like fighting and seeing people like get rescued and like all like that, he's basically a hero. If you like that kind of stuff, you'll really like this. My sister put me on because she doesn't even like anime, and this is the only anime she likes, and she will sit there and she will watch it with me. But it's so good, and it's like creatures. It's like there's I think if I can show you in the first right here, it's a lobster man, like a lobster crab man, and that's who he's fighting. So yeah, okay. Okay, so let's see. Do you like let me let me show you what I like and who's my favorite. So I just got these two new books. They just got ordered in and I finally got them. They're both by my favorite author ever. I love Junji Ito so much. He is my most favorite artist and author and storyteller, everything. He is amazing. Let's just take a look at the art together. Hello, like even the back, like there's so much, and the sides, like there's so much attention to detail, and he just curates and depicts art in such a beautiful way. That's the back. Oh my god, this smells like a brand new book. I can't wait to crack into this and finally read it. So this one is called Ali, as you can see. And if you haven't taken a look and noticed, he is a horror, I hate when I say horror, a horror manga artist. So he does like thriller and scary and gory and gushy and I love it. He, let's see, I think, oh, it's not over here, it's over there. I don't know if you can see, but that girl is a little keychain from Uzumaki, and her eye is literally bulging out, and like the spiral is coming into her eye. Like, he has no mercy with his art, and it's so great. This one says, this is a story collection. It says right there, story collection. So story collection is just like really short stories all in one book. It says, what secret lies within the stains on the alley's walls? Every night a young man hears children playing outside his boarding house, but the alley below his window is fenced off from the world. Then, when a young woman's family starts acting strangely, at the same time she begins having bizarre dreams. She decides to stay with her aunt, but the town she heads for has neither addresses nor roads. Also, an all-you-can-eat ice cream bus that's more sinister than sweet. Legendary horror author Junji Ito presents 10 bloody, curdling short stories. Wouldn't you want to read that? Like, come on, wouldn't you want to read that? Right? That sounds good. Like, that's on me. This one's on me. I'm gonna put this in your bag, and this one's on me. I will pay for it. It is only $12 because it's 25 and the percent off. Just don't worry about it. My boss is just like me. She's chill as fuck and she doesn't give a shit. So it's on me. Yes, I just need you to read that. If you want, I'll show you this one. If you want to buy it, you can. I'll tell you about it. If you want to read it, if you want to buy it, you can. If you don't, it's okay. I still just gave you this one. Let me know how you like it. If you like it and you want to come back for this, let me know. Okay. This one, I do have the first version, but I just sold out, so I have to get it ordered again. I have to get it restocked. But this is the liminal zone. Liminal. How would you pronounce that? Yeah, I don't know. I should probably know, right? It's pretty stupid that I don't know. But like, again, look at the art. Like, she is beauty. And this is the second one. Obviously it says 2. It says, what fate awaits when death is not the end. And I think, okay, there we go. There is the, oh my gosh. See, like, look at this. He makes, and can we talk about how he has covers on it and he still makes Oh my gosh, wait. Let's really get into it. This is the hardcover. Isn't that beautiful? Like, I might be just a fangirl and just doing too much, but I just love his art, and I love when I can admire somebody's art. I may be talking out of my ass right now, but please just let me talk out of it. It says, a group of 4 university students stumbles upon a deserted, decaying village deep in the mountains, only to find an enormous perpetual motion machine still at work there. Before they can answer the questions of who made it and to what end, the friends begin to disappear one after another. Another story sees the return of the strange Hikizuri siblings. A girl weighed down since birth by an invisible burden meets the odd siblings and moves in with them in order to understand the truth about herself. But after a string of bizarre occurrences, the siblings' uncle appears on the scene. ... I guess I'm gonna have to figure out. I guess we're both gonna have to figure out. So you let me know. Do you wanna get this one too, or did you want to keep looking? Well, obviously after this we can still keep looking, but you want to wait till I get the first one? Perfect, that's fine. Let me take your number down in the system. I'll put you down for rewards points and stuff, and I will call you back, or if a call is too much, then I'll just email you, okay? All right. So, what is your name? What's your first name? Okay, and your last? Okay, and what is your date of birth? Oh, your birthday's coming up soon. That's so cute. Okay. And what's your phone number? Okay, and then what's your email? Hotmail, Gmail. Okay. Alright. Perfect. Now I have you down in the system, so whenever we get that in, I'll give you a little call, okay? Alright. So would you like to see anything else? If you wanted to see like another horror manga, I have like a thriller kind of, and then I have like a horror. It's not really horror. I have 3. Do you want to see those? Okay. I also have like these romance ones. I don't know how much you are into like girl loving girl, but I do have 3 of those. This one is called Mushroom Girls in Love. I think it's so cute. It's just about 2 little mushroom fairies and they get married, and it's really cute. This one is called Claire, and it says a girl's love anthology that resonates in your heart. This is about like girls actually liking girls. I will tell you there is makeout sessions and scenes in this, so if you're not into that, I wouldn't recommend this. I wouldn't really recommend this to you as your first, because it kind of you know, it's kind of inappropriate, so I wouldn't recommend this one. I haven't really been reading this one, but I know that one of the girls does end up catching feelings for for one of the girls in the group, and she can't like tell her because she's like, oh my god, my friends. So, but if you ever do catch yourself wanting to read a book like this, just let me know, and I have them. The last 3 that I have to show you that are like from my recommendations, I guess I'll show you Parasite first because that's the one closest. This was one of My first ever anime that I ever watched, and I watched it in one day, was Death Note. I had a lot of time on my hands when I was a kid, and well, I still am technically a kid. I just turned 18, but when I was like 12, I had a lot of time on my hands, and I sat through and watched that like there was no other. I watched Death Note like there was no other anime like to ever exist. But these, and then I have Assassination Classroom. So I can go over all of these really quickly. Just about a teacher that comes in, and he looks just like this, and he comes in and he teaches his whole class how to assassinate. He is an assassinate, like he is an assassinator. Is that what the word is called? You know, like he's like he'd be assassinating people and like creatures and stuff, because he is a creature. So a lot of these are like non-fiction type of style and like manga books, but I like that because I like being able to be like creative flow, you know. And this one, Parasite, is about a guy who literally meets a parasite, and he, like, the guy, every other parasite is bad, basically. Every other parasite in here is bad. They make you do bad things, they control your body. That's what a parasite is. A parasite takes over your body and controls it. You are just now the host of the body. Now now the parasite is taking over, and they just need a human host to take over. So this one, I forget its name. I'll read the back to you. I forget its name, but he them clings on to a guy in the book, and kind of helps him do everyday regular things, helps him detect when other people are parasites and fake and are trying to kill him. This parasite will save him, and it literally shows up on his hand just like that. The eyeballs, they scare me. You know, I never really noticed it until now, and they're really freaking me out, so I'm gonna just cover that. They arrive in silence and darkness. They descend from the skies. They have a hunger for human flesh. They are everywhere. They are parasites, alien creatures who, to survive, must invade and take control of a human host. Once they infected their victims, they can assume that deadly form they choose. Any monsters with giant teeth, winged demons, creatures with blades for hands, but most have chosen to conceal their lethal purpose behind ordinary human faces, so no one knows their secret. Except an ordinary high school student, Shin is battling for control in his own body against an alien parasite. But can he find a way to warn humanity of the horrors to come? And this is, well, I'll show you. This is Shin, and that is the parasite. So this is the parasite out of the body, and let's see. That's like his like arm and stuff, and yeah. So it is a little freaky. Like, not freaky in that way, but like a little like odd freaky. So if you don't like stuff like that, I wouldn't do it. But you're down? Okay, let me put that in. That was like $10.99, but we'll just do it to 10 and then we'll rack it down to 5. Okay, and Death Note. Did you already know about Death Note? Okay, because I didn't think I had to. I saw your face when I pulled out Death Note, and I didn't think that I had to explain what Death Note was, so that's good. Did you, yeah? Okay, so because this is volume 1 and 2, it's $15, and it's not just 10, so half of 15, so it'd be like $7.50. Is that fine? Okay. Okay, so let me put this here. Oh, okay. There, that's on the counter for you. And let me. 27. Okay, I got it. So your total is going to be $34.50. We don't do tax, so that 50 was just it being half of 15. But yeah, so do you have cash or did you want me to take your card? Okay, you do tap. Okay, so basically right there on the keypad, let me put it that you're doing tap because it won't process it unless I say that. Apple Pay. Okay, so basically just it should pop up right there. The dogs are so loud barking, but it should be right there, and it should say the amount. Is it popping up for you? Sometimes it won't. Just let me know. Okay, and then you can just tap. You might have to let it sit there for like a second though, because if you pull away too fast and you walk out, it won't say that you paid. So ding. Okay, perfect. All right, so I will email that receipt to you, or did you want me to send it through your phone number? Okay, I'll have that emailed to you right now. Okay. And anything else I can do for you today? No? Alright. I hope you have a great day, and I hope you have a lot of fun reading your new books. I know I'm about to go read this on my break, so you have a nice day. Bye.